Hey everyone, it's Nathus, and I'm here with the fourth booster kit opening that I'm doing of the last winter, SolForge Fusion's third set. So I got my Kickstarter stuff. I've opened 3 boosters so far, and I've hit some really cool lists. So I've hit a Blighted Forgeborn. I've hit a couple Hantus with River of Souls, which is a really cool combo. I've also hit a Betrayer Direhound, which I feel like is very much a really cool Betrayer to hit. It's one of the chase cards in the set. So very excited about that. So we'll see if there's anything in this booster. For a second, I thought that might be foil, and I got really excited. We did hit one foil deck actually as well so far. So this is the 4th booster. I feel like RNG has really been on my side so far. So we will see if we could get anything really solid out of this one. But again, I feel like we've got a lot of really strong stuff out of this display, so I cannot really ask for much more. Starting with our Alolan list, we've got an Alolan Patroller, Camouflage Prophet, Citadel Champion. So Citadel, I think, just gives it Defender and probably additional stats. Citadel Scavenger, that double Citadel, lots of Defender. Electronet, Magnetic War Charger. You may move and exalt to this lane. That's pretty cool. Prepared Justicar. I really like the prepared ability. Renewal. So give a creature armor and ready it. It's like lead the charge, but Alolan. Shardbound Vexer, a nice set 2 card. And a Silver Arc. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of Silver Arcs. And we've got a Steel Rosetta with Tinker at level 2, Optimize at level 3, and Flight Modifications at level 4. So give a creature 8 attack at this turn, it gets mobility 3. For a level 4 Forgeborn ability, I feel like that's pretty weak, unfortunately. So, with this list, the double Defender is unfortunately, I'm not super thrilled about. We've got 2 Stealth, we got some mobility. The Prepared really only works to ready something with mobility. So, overall, I feel like this deck is kind of mediocre with that double Citadel. I don't think I would consider playing this unless there was like something crazy that I felt like paired with this list. But overall, I would say this is kind of a little lower tier. I feel like we've seen a lot of Electronet as well. It might be I'm just hitting some groupings. We got our Boris here. Nice set 2 card. I feel like our Boris with some like the Spring Bloom stuff could be interesting, but so far I haven't seen too much life gain in set 3. So let's see what this looks like. So we got that Arboris. Cultivating Guardian. I feel like that's a great card to see. I always like this in Alolan. Oh, not Alolan, Utera. Druid's Chant. So there's some life gain. Everflow Eidolon. So it's a spirit, which makes it more interesting in the set. We got that Lycian Shard. I feel like we're seeing this in every Utera deck as well. We've got Overgrowth, which is that Taliesin card. Oxidon Rager. That's one of those cards that I feel like never super exciting to see because it's just so easy to get rid of. Another Mastodon. Pack Mastodon is interesting. So you could deploy, give increased attack, and then you could activate to give it more increased attack. So I think that's a cool modifier for Mastodon. We've got Uprising Decayosaur. So if this would gain attack, it gains +4 instead. So Uprising with Mastodon seems incredible. And then we got Utera Forebear. And our Forgeborn here is Nova with Crimson Thorn at level 2, Nova's Might at level 3, and Bounty at level 4. Overall, I feel like there's only really 2 ways to gain life in this list, and that's the Overgrowth and the Druid's Chant. So that Boris is likely never going to get the additional plus. But overall, you've got a couple ways to give additional attack. So that Uprising could be very interesting with the Everflow Eidolon, with the Druid's Chant, with the Lycian Shard, with the Utera's Forebear. So there's a lot of ways to give additional attack, so you might really get kind of some good advantage out of some of these cards. And our Boris isn't bad without the health gain. It's just really good when you can be above 50 with it. So again, I feel like so far, nothing that really screams out to me. We'll go through Tempest next. Got that Charger Mammoth. Always love to see it. It's just such a good threat. And I think, no, never mind. For a second, I was like, oh, we might have a Blighted Forgeborn, but I was just holding it weird. So we got Charger Mammoth, Deep Frost Hill, Echoing Specimen. So Echoing, you could activate the play and Exalt for free. Do the other Echoing levels do. We'll look at it in a second. But a Betrayer Specimen, which is pretty cool. And 17 damage, which is not bad on the Specimen scale, but it's not insane. So you got Emboldened Crasher. So if there's an enemy Exalt in this lane, give it additional attack. And then deploy. If you have a creature with increased attack, give this +9 attack. So you can kind of deploy, give attack, and then deploy, give it additional 9. So Emboldened Crasher seems like it could be really strong, especially if your opponent's playing Exalts. Firebranding Shardback. So it's Shardback. If one of your creatures was destroyed this turn, deal 6 damage to an enemy player. Firebranding's pretty cool. I like that ability. Flamestoker Ritual for that Shardback. Frostveil Keeper. This is a card I don't think I've opened yet. So it's a Spirit Warrior, aggressive. At start of the turn, destroy an enemy creature with decreased health. So that's pretty strong at the level 3. The levels 1 and 2, I think, sacrifice itself at the end of the turn. We got Stampeding Mongosaur. We got Stealth Gale Carrier to move and exalt. And we've got a Summoning Giant. So I just need to see what this Echoing ability does. So here you can play level 1 or 2 Exalt for free. And I assume that the level 1 just lets you play. Here we go. A level 1 Exalt for free. I like Echoing. So I think if you could find Echoing on the right creature, that could be pretty insane. We got Korok with Deep Burn at level 2, Stronghold at level 3, and Blast Wave at level 4. So I feel like there's a lot of Exalt synergy, but unfortunately not a lot of Exalts here. So we'd have to see if any of these lists have enough Exalts to really benefit. I feel like so far this is probably the most exciting list that I've opened, just because you got some aggressive and breakthrough, you've got some removal, you've got ways to go Stuff Defender, and that Echoing Specimen might be a source of removal. And then Shardback is always really interesting. There's not really a good way to slowly damage it. So you're going to basically have to use your Flamestoker Ritual or your Stampeding Mongosaur. Or I guess your Specimen at levels 1 or 2 can ping it at the end of the turn. So I like this card, or I like this list. And the Emboldened Crasher synergizes very well with a lot of the cards here. So I think that that's a card. I think I'm most excited about the Emboldened Crasher in this list because you could deploy, and just get a ton of attack on that one body. All right, so here is our last deck from this first booster display. So far, we've high rolled a lot of our Necreum lists. We've had a lot of really cool card combos, so we'll see if we could get anything interesting out of this one. So we're starting with an Ardent Maw. So Maw is the next creature an enemy player plays gets minus attack and health. We've got Arrogant Deathseeker. So if one of your creatures was destroyed this turn, give an enemy creature minus stats. We got another Coldheart Brute. It's a rare in this set, and I feel like we've opened it in every deck. Covetous Bloodlord. So this is stealth. You can activate to give one of your creatures minus attack to give this creature plus attack equal to that creature's attack. So Covetous Bloodlord could be really strong. We've got Forsaken Mausoleum. We've got yet another Hantu. I feel like this is the Hantu box. Hungering Strike. We've got Immortal Echoes. We've got a Portal Shade. And a Spiteful Demon. We've got a Grave Robbery with Sorrow and a Soul Siphon. So overall, I feel like it's the easy way out. I would likely play this list as a Hantu is just such a strong card in limited. I would probably force Necreum with Tempest because I feel like those two just had the most cards that I feel like benefited me in play. So like for example, there's not a ton of ways for me to pump my creatures here. It's a lot of like additional removal. So I feel like overall, this is out of the 3 boosters. I feel like this might be one of the weaker seal decks, but I feel like I would probably go Tempest with Necreum, specifically because it gives you a lot of opportunity to just play some big bodies that would be nice to reanimate with Hantu. And again, that card is just silly. So it's kind of wild that I've opened 3 Hantus in 4 boosters I opened, I think, 11 boosters at Fuse Fest, and I opened like 1 or 2 total. So definitely high rolling a little bit so far. Nice to see a bunch of Hantus, I will say. But again, I think I'll go Tempest Necreum here just because they have some of the stronger individual cards. So let me know if you think I made the right decision or if you would pair something else. So definitely thank you for tuning in to this first booster display opening over the last few videos. I'm really excited to open my next display. And remember, I've got 4 total displays of the last winter, one of them being an all foil display. So there's 16 foil decks. So that's going to be the last displays that I open during this series. So thank you for tuning in. I'm really looking forward to opening more the last winter, and I'll see you next time.